Today we are going to show you how to do your hair for the 2014 competition's Dynamic Perception. So first you're going to want to take your hair and you want to make sure that you spray all of your hair lightly with hairspray. So the competition hair is going to be slightly different than it is last year. It's going to be a modification of the French twist that we did last year. So first you're going to take the top section of your hair about this much on the top, and we're going to take that, you want to smooth it out with your comb. Pull it up, spray it, and then you're going to want to tease it generously with the small part of the comb. After you do that, you're going to want to twist it and push it forward to create a poof on the top of the head. This way. Turn back. And you're going to want to take a couple of your bobby pins. And you're going to want to pin the top right here, and you want to make sure that you crisscross the pins. Next, you're going to want to take her hair right at her ear with your finger, and you want to go straight up on both sides. So you're going to have about half of her hair. You're going to want to take it up. You're going to spray the sides, and you want to comb it down. You want to make sure it's very straight and very tight. Ponytail Holder. You want to make sure that you comb it up into the ponytail. Now you're going to want to put it in a ponytail right on the top of her head, kind of right on top of those bobby pins that you just put in. Make sure that you have ponytail holders that match your hair color as well. So the first half is done. So notice that it goes straight up to the poof, and it's up on top of your head. Other way. Other way. Alright, so next we're going to want to take the bottom half of the hair and we're going to French twist it. Instead of having the hair coming out of the top, it is going to be a full twist. There's two ways to do this. You can choose to use one of these, which you can get at Walgreens or Ulta, I believe anywhere. This one's Conair. And we're going to try it this way first. So you want to take the thing, you want to smooth the hair, and you want to put it in and clip it. And then you want to pull it down the hair until you're about 1 inch or 2 inches away. And then you want to start rolling it back up and smoothing it out as you go and keeping it tight. So you roll it all the way up. You want to make sure that the crease is always on the left side. And then you're going to take bobby pins and you're going to pin it together. So when you bobby pin it, you're going to want to take part of the hair in the twist, put it in the pin, take it all the way over, and then push it back in. Now you want to keep pinning it until it's nice and tight. You want to make sure that you keep smoothing it over. And then you'll have a little bit extra down here, and you want to pull this way. So you're going to pull this up and underneath, and then pin it in. And this is when the larger bobby pins will come in handy for you. And you just want to keep pinning it until it's tight. And then if the top is not perfect, don't worry about it because we're going to be curling the top and covering it anyways. So once you get it all pinned, you want to make sure that you spray the sides and you want to smooth it down with your comb until it's really, really smooth and every piece of hair is combed either up into this ponytail or back into the twist. Every hair, every little baby hair and everything. Just spray it very generously with hairspray. You're going to be using a lot of hairspray. And move to the right. Another side. And then chin down. So you want to continue to smooth it and continue to take any hair that's down on the bottom and make sure that you pin it and push it up into that twist and it'll be hidden. So you can just take a couple pins and bring it from here up and under and pin going straight up, and that will take all of that hair away. You also want to make sure that you spray the actual twist and with your fine part of your comb it all the way over. And you're going to have some bobby pins that show, and that's okay, because generally it'll be covered by a barrette or your hairpiece. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take all the hair that we have up in this ponytail and we're going to curl it. You can either use a curling iron, either an inch or a ½ inch, or I think this is 1.5 inches. Nothing bigger than an inch or 1.5 inches, or you can use hot rollers. I have really small hot rollers, and I have an entire set of those, so that's what we're going to be using. But as you curl it, the first thing you want to make sure that you do on every curl is that you choose very small sections, and you always want to spray it before you put the roller or before you put it on the curling iron. So we're going to curl all of our hair in this ponytail. Now, if we were using a curling iron, again, you want to make sure that you spray the hair before it goes in. And the best way to do it with a curling iron is you always want to start in the center of it and start to curl it and hold it and then let a little bit out and continue to curl up. This is going to make the hair curl better from the center. You just keep letting a little bit out until you get to the end and then take it all the way up. Make sure you hold it on there for a while. Alright, so now that we've gotten all of her hair in the hot rollers all up on top of her head, you want to make sure that while they're still in the roller, that you want to spray them. And if you're doing a curling with curling iron, you can curl the hair and you can pin it up to keep it tight until you want to use it later. You just want to make sure that you leave these rollers in for at least a good 20 minutes to 30 minutes so that they get really, it makes it really curl. They don't move. So now that all of her hair is curled and it's all in spiral curls, you can see it, you're going to start pinning it up right on top of her head. You want an entire pile of curls. You don't want anything loose, you don't want anything hanging from here to the top of your twist. So it's going to be a circle about this wide, full of your curls. So when you start to pin the curls, when I take it up, you can take it up and we'll pin it. So I'll pin it in about 2 different places. And then once it's up on top of her head, you can separate the curl a little bit. You can also separate it here. You just want to pull it apart just a little bit. And then since Katie has very long hair, so I'm not going to be able to pin it just like that, you're going to take like the bigger portions and you can twist it and make a circle and then pin it. So you can take the one piece and you can separate out the curls and it'll give you more, and then take that up there and again turn this into like a pin curl and then take that and pin it down right there. And then with the ends, that's when you can separate the curl and it'll give you more. And you can kind of get it to go wherever you want. So once you get all of the curled hair pinned, it literally will look like a pile of curls. You don't really want anything sticking out. You want all of the ends tucked in, and if you do have some that the ends are sticking out, that's okay, but you do want to make sure that you spray it until it does not move at all. It really will look like a pile of curls on top of their head. And so you'll be covering the bobby pins from the poof, and you'll be covering the top of this twist, which is why I said not to worry about it. So again, you want to make sure that you spray this part especially with a lot of hairspray. And at this time you can like kind of pull them apart, and the hair will be so sticky that you can literally put it anywhere you want it. So all of the hair should be tucked down and nothing should be loose. Like if she shook her head, nothing moves. It should all be stuck. And then once you're done doing all of that, everybody in company, with the exception of hip hop, will have one of these French clip barrettes. And you're going to want to go straight up the back of the hair where the crease is. So it'll go straight up the crease of the French twist. And so again, that's why I was saying if the bobby pins are showing, it's fine. It does not have to be perfect. Because number one, everybody's going to be 20 feet away. Number two, this is going to cover it. And then on each side, you're going to want to take your bobby pins that will be provided for you, and this is for every company, and you're going to want to put them on each side right here. There's one. Let me see the other side. You have to turn more. Make sure they're even. And you want to make sure that you put these in at the very last second because you don't want to spray hairspray on these because then they will not be nearly as sparkly. So this is the finished product.